How are you? Happy New Year. So I haven't seen you guys since the new year. I hope it's going really well for you. And yeah, today I'm doing a book review, and the book I want to review is The Green Rider by Kristen Britton. And this book was really good. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I think if you read it, you're gonna like it. I just had to start off the video by saying that this book follows a young girl, Kerrigan, who is running away from her boarding school. She gets into trouble, so she runs off, and it's like, I'm done with y'all, and is running away. And as she's running away, encounters this guy who is riding on his horse. He had 3 hours in his back. He's basically getting ready to die, and he has a message that he needs to get to the king. Makes her take an oath that she will get the message to the king, and in doing so, she becomes the next Green Rider, and she doesn't realize it. She doesn't realize that was being called to become the Green Rider until like later on, and even then she still has a hard time processing it. So of course there are these dark forces that are trying to stop her from getting this message to the King Zachary. And so there's a whole bunch of things that are thrown at her that are preventing her from succeeding. And it's very interesting because as she goes through all these different things, she is learning about herself and learning how strong she is and what kind of person she is. So the Green Riders are essentially like the messengers. They send all kind of messages, anything from simple messages to really very important messages. And they're not really just like a mail service. They are highly trained individuals. They are trained with sword fighting and stuff like that. So there's a lot of that in the novel where they are very good at defending themselves. They are ready for battle anytime that there's a war and the king needs them or anything along those lines. So she of course learns about all of this along the way. There are a lot of magical elements in here. The Green Riders each have their own little magical thing about them, thing that makes them special, that's innate within them, but it's awakened, once they become a Green Rider. And so that was very interesting because she learns about herself. She learns about the powers that she has that she didn't even know. It's like a really good, I guess it would be, it's like a coming of age story of, just learning who she is. She meets some interesting characters along the way. There are these two sisters that she meets randomly in the middle of the woods, and they are awesome and amazing. The horse that she has is amazing. He has his own personality, his own thing. He gets her out of a lot of crazy situations. He can sense, when crazy stuff is going down. It's someone who is trying to destroy the king and therefore the kingdom the way that it is, and all the nobles and everything, and trying to start their own evildom. And there are like a few things I didn't expect, but I think for the most part you would kind of expect what's going to happen. But the writing style is amazing. From the first time that I started reading this book, I was like, oh my god, if I was an author, I would like to be an author similar to this one, because just the way that she writes the words, just the way that she manipulates, it's just simple things, but it's just the way it's written is very awesome and wonderful. And I think that if you guys decide to pick this book up, you would really like it. This is book 1 of a series, and I think there's about 5 to 6 books in the series right now, but I'll put all the titles, the names of the books in the description. And I really want to continue to read it and see what else is going to happen, what other adventures are going to take place. If you guys have read this book already, please tell me what you thought about it. If you know any books that are similar to this one, you can definitely recommend them to me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!